Hi guys, Freddie B here on a Saturday, December 12th, 2020. There are 13 days till Christmas. There are 2 days till the Electoral College. All of you people that 4 years ago wanted to ban the Electoral College, get rid of the Electoral College, I bet you're happy you got it now, aren't you? Anywho, so in 2 days we will have Sleepy Joe and Camel Toe will become president and vice president-elect via the Electoral College, and they will move towards their inauguration on January 20th, and we'll see if old Joe can make it there. COVID-19 news, interestingly enough, all that Joe said, and Camel Toe also, and everybody else says, you got to follow the science, follow the science. So in Virginia and North Carolina, those idiot governors there are following the science. They have determined that COVID lives below, I guess, 3 feet. So if you're sitting down at a restaurant, that's fine. If you stand up or you sit at a bar, because a bar stool is 31 inches tall and the average torso, say, is 2 feet, you're in perfect line, but only after 9 p.m. in North Carolina for the COVID virus to enter your nose. So my suggestion to you is, if you want to drink in a bar, sit on the floor, because according to the science of these two governors, okay, you know, the one, Governor Blackface, Governor Northam there in Virginia, who says, if you don't like your baby, you can kill it even after it's born. That guy. And I don't know what the North Carolina governor's name is, dipshit, believe that COVID just hovers after 9 o'clock and 10 o'clock at about 5 feet. So sit on the floor and you should be good. It's also time for my pathetic NFL 14 picks, or 14 NFL pathetic picks. How did I do last week? I don't know. Probably not very good. But we will see what happened. Election news also, Texas did try. They got denied. If you wanted to overturn this in the Supreme Court to have to really become legitimized, because you got to remember, I think it was Thomas Jefferson or Alexander Hamilton said, that the Supreme Court has no army and it doesn't have any money. It lives basically on its integrity. Now, you can question whether the integrity of the court has changed over the years. Certainly the dynamic has changed. But I would say that if you can have Antonin Scalia and Ruth Bader Ginsburg outside of the court, outside of their jobs, be very, very good friends and hang out together and socialize, then I would say that the integrity of the court probably is pretty intact. That's just me. It's my opinion. You're welcome to yours. But in order to do anything with the Supreme Court, you would almost have to have a 9-0 decision, one way or the other. So perhaps the Supreme Court, realizing that probably wouldn't happen, denied the request. Plus, if you look into some of the things, I am not a lawyer, again, I guess it might have been a flawed case, who knows. The thing is that you would have had to find enough fraudulent votes in each one of those states that were cited that would indeed overturn the result. And there's a pretty good chance there was fraud and they stole it fair and square. I'm not saying that. But the actual evidence, I think, would be hard to come by. It's kind of like charging a guy with murder and you can't find the body. Almost impossible to convict, right, Casey Anthony? But, it's very, very difficult because you don't know how those people died. You could die of natural causes, accidental, homicide, or suicide, So, those are the 4 ways that they use. It's the only 4 ways that they'll put down how you died. And if you can't find a body, you can't figure out if it was a homicide or not. So chances are, always find the body. Okay, here's the deal. So, time for Week 14's picks. I did, of course, my typical scientific study to give you these incredibly accurate picks. And, number one with a bullet, as you know, if you use my picks to make your bets, chances are you're going to be upside down on Monday. But in the event, in an effort to be consistent, here's where we're going. So the Vikings are going to play the Bucks. They're going to play in Tampa. It's going to be a beautiful day right now in the Southeast. It's gorgeous. It's 65 degrees. Probably going to get up to a whopping 80 degrees. I'm really sorry for anybody who lives up north right now. I know some of my friends are freezing, and I apologize for that. And move to Florida. Just don't bring your state's politics to our state. I'm going to go with the Bucks on this one. I think it's a pretty easy pick. Tom Brady is doing okay. He just got a brand new boat this week, so he's probably all jacked up, and he wants to make sure he can afford to pay it, because remember, those contracts aren't guaranteed in the NFL. Chiefs Dolphins. So the defending world champion against the mighty Tua Dolphins. You're going to have two incredible quarterbacks playing against each other in the Chiefs and the Dolphins, and they may even let Tua play. Ha! Just kidding. So I'm going to pick the Dolphins because I always pick the Dolphins. Pretty good chance they could pull this up. It would be an upset, but the Chiefs are a pretty good team, obviously. Texans versus the Bears. Now, Bears are like a 2-point underdog, I believe, at home or whatever. They should be able to overcome that. Most people would pick the Texans. I would pick the Texans. I would live in Texas other than Florida, maybe, but I got to go with the Bears. So even though, because they are playing again in Chicago, and the Bears are better at ducking, so they can duck and duck. A Texan may look up to thing and might get shot, and it could be a good defensive player. So we're going to do that. Packers, Lions. Green Bay is, I think, coming into Detroit, and they should leave Detroit with a victory. And then finally, because of the most politically correct game of the week, are my Washington Redskins versus the San Francisco 49ers. So it's kind of hard to pick this game. You have to pick this on political correctness terms. We know the 49ers are probably, supposedly, the most politically diverse team in the NFL. They also have, I think, the most feces on the street. So based on the fact that they have the most feces on the street, if the Redskins go out there and they step in it, it will, like, it'll suck up, and they'll slow them down. So because the 49ers will have and plus I believe they have the more homeless folks in San Francisco, I think that from a political correctness standpoint, the Washington football team will lose to the politically correct 49ers. Don't want them to, just the way it's going to go. So, I hope you have a great day. It's a beautiful Saturday. Go out, do something fun. Go find your family. Say hi. Kick a tire or two. I don't know. Have fun. I'm going to go to work and have some fun and hopefully make some dough. So, we'll talk to you later. Ta-ta.